What's going on, everybody? So today I want to talk about the new legendary items specifically for the monk and really target one in particular today, and that is the Mystic Strike becoming an dash that actually knocks people up. It's just absolutely insane. So I got to move myself over here so we can just check out the build real quick before we jump into a PvP match so I can show you guys. Basically, this new legendary item makes it so Mystic Strike now causes you to charge to a target location, knocking up and damaging all nearby enemies. Before, Mystic Strike was a little awkward to use in PvP. You would want it basically every time because it's your main source of mobility, but you kind of pull people along, which is good in some scenarios and bad in others, right? It's good when you want them to follow you. Let's say you wanted to pull them into your team. That's a really good way to use that. Or to kind of when you're trying to single out someone, you can kind of pull them along with you. But this, I feel like, has way more viability because you can target what you want to do, right? If I want damage now, I can just dash onto someone, deal a bunch of damage. It's like Furious Charge, but better because it's faster and it has 3 charges instead. So super solid. Along with this, though, we are running the Inner Sank. That's a stun field. It kind of traps people in. We're running the Enlightenment's Blessing, so we have that CC immunity in our Shield of Zen. Our shoulders here are going to have our Imprisoned Fist now leap through the air with electricity, damaging and immobilizing enemies when you land. Now, I decided to go with this one for an additional kind of mobility aspect to it, but you could also run, I think it's called the other one where it basically knocks up, but with the pants, you don't get the extra charge on Imprisoned Fist, so it's not quite as good. So I see you could run maybe potentially some other shoulder pieces here. Main hand, I am running Imprisoned Fist damage. And then offhand, we are running Inner Sank duration by 30%. I don't really have great set items because I have been swapping so much, and I just don't have them. So unfortunately, I would love to run like a 4-piece mount banks, even 6-piece mount banks potentially, or maybe like 4-piece mount banks, 2-piece Vithus would be amazing. But regardless, we are going to be running into Battlegrounds and seeing what we could do. And I want to show off how insane this legendary item can be. Let's get into it. All right, so we hopped into a match here. Now, the rankings kind of reset recently, and I haven't really played any PvP since then. And the concentration of high resonance players is way higher. So this could be an absolute fail, and I could just get absolutely murdered over and over again. So we'll have to see. But I think that the build in general is going to be a powerful build. I'll see what I could do. I'm going to stick with my my team here and try to help our 5K residence players. We're just a CC bot, really. We're not here to do a bunch of damage, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to dive in. Let's try to help out this wizard here. Ooh, sit on the stun field, knock up people. I mean, look how powerful the knockups are, though. We got quite a few knockups there. We were able to disrupt their team a ton with just that. And this guy's locked in here because of our field here. And we also have one last dash. Oh, come on. We barely didn't make it. We're going to chase this guy down because he was so low. And we'll we'll get back with our team here. We should be able to, ooh, this guy just knocked me out of my Shield of Zen. And that's going to be the Gladiator proc, but it should be okay. Oh, we got frozen by an invisible wizard beam, but we got the knockup again. Oh, we weren't able to finish them off, though. We really don't have any damage, but the knockups are super powerful here when we get that really nice combo going. The cooldowns are a little bit long, so we don't really want to spam them too much, dash them around when we're walking around the map. So we just kind of want to focus on using them on the enemies. Again, try to get as many assists and prevent our team from dying as much as possible. Our 3K or 5K residence player just died, so we're going to back up here and try to just play the control here, just try to stun CC. I don't know what just happened. Oh, that was an invisible pillar. Oh my goodness, that was an invisible pillar. Wait, what just happened? Oh, that was the dash. I have no idea what the Necro can do now. I guess that was the new Necro dash. That's kind of cool. Wow, I didn't know that Necro was going to dash like that. But we also got stopped by an invisible bone pillar. So, I'm already getting mad at PvP because that would have been a kill if we had not gotten just randomly stopped by an invisible pillar. I didn't even notice that it was there. I'd have to look at the ground and then like, oh yeah, I forgot that things can be invisible in this game. But overall, I'm liking the build. I like the feel of it. I think this legendary item has a ton of potential, just kind of controlling the field, really. I'm just going to drop the stun Inner Sank there, see if I can get any stuns here. I'm going to wait for my Shield of Zen to be back up and then maybe dash into the enemies back here. There we go. Big dash there. Ooh, nice combo. All right, let's dash out. Oh, we got pillared there. Can we get out? Oh, so close. But we're just trying to prevent people from walking through. I'm not too worried about dying here, to be honest. I'm just here to kind of disrupt. That's literally all I'm doing here. All right, let's run back out there. And let's go to the left side here. It's hard to play this game as 3K residents. I know people will say, "Oh, you're a whale." Guys, it doesn't matter how much you spend unless you spend all of it. You're just going to get crushed. So I'm going to dash it here. Ooh, combo. Let's see. Can we kill anyone here? There's one gladiator proc. Oh, we got feared. Oh, there's our gladiator proc. Can we dash on this guy back here? Oh man, there's too much CC. I thought we had a good combo there, but there's just too much CC, and I don't do any damage, so I can't really kill them all myself. Let's see. We're gonna have to wait for our wizard to get back out here. They're the only ones that really deal damage, to be honest. We don't have any damage on our own, so it would have been nice to maybe have like flying dragon instead of imprisoned fist. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that in this build, but I do like the mystic strikes. Let's just dash onto this guy. Wait, why can't I dash? I literally can't use abilities. No, this game is so bugged. I cannot play the game. I literally can't use my abilities. Oh my goodness, there we go. What was that, man? Oh man, this game. I'm getting invisible bone pillar, invisible laser beam, and then I just randomly can't use my abilities. I'm trying to showcase the build, but I'm just getting trolled by Blizzard, man. Oh my goodness. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. This is kind of why I don't do much PvP content anymore. I just get too bad in the games. There's too many bugs in the game for me to really enjoy it. And there's just so much high resonance that I don't feel like I can contribute pretty much at all. Let's dash back here. Let's drop the stun field. We got the stuns on both of them. Let's dash on this guy. Looks like our whole team, our team was kind of getting distracted, and that guy just died. So can't really do much on our own. I don't know. I like the build. I like the fact that I could be useful. The problem is that they just have so much damage, guys. I like 3K residence is like the lowest of the low in these types of games. And of course, you know, the bugs are starting to irritate me a lot. All right, let's see if we can take out this barb here. That was weird. They probably should have gotten stunned there. Let's dash out of this guy. Let's try to help out. Barb's running away. Let's just dash into the middle of the enemy team. See if we can just like disrupt a little bit. Okay. We got the gladiator procced. Ooh, that damage is super high. But again, if I'm being a meat shield, so wizard could just laser beam, I'm completely fine with that, man. I'm so fine with that. I really don't feel like I do any damage with this build is the only problem. But again, we'll have to see if we could do some damage with another build or something like that. But oh wait, what? What's going on? This guy's literally teleporting around. He's rubber banding. I'm just randomly dying too. I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness. What was that? Did you see that wizard? It was just oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys. I really wanted to showcase this build, just the build, but I feel like anytime I enter PvP, it's just a big meme fest of bugs and high resonance. Like I don't feel like it's a real good indicator of how good the build is. But I mean, it is a PvP item. I don't know if I would use this in like open world in general. So it makes it so like I want to test it in the area that I would use it in, but I also don't think that like it's hard. It's hard to test. It's basically what I'm saying. Let's drop the stun field. Okay. I don't know what happened there. That should have knocked them up, but it didn't do anything. Huh. Well, I'm still uploading this. Just showcase what it was like in this battleground match. We're gonna win. I feel like I did some things, and I feel like I also just wasn't very impactful in general. But I'm not sure how much of that is, you know, just the fact that there was a few bugs here. There's a knockback. I noticed that this item here, we got black hole, and there's so much CC on the enemy team, but I've noticed that this is not a knock up. It's more of like a knock back, which is, you know, an important distinction. We did 10 deaths. You know, we run it in there. You know how it is. Smack it up, people. I'm just curious what the resonance numbers were like. So this guy, almost 6K resonance. Okay, what about this guy? This guy, 4K resonance. This guy, let's see. 2K resonance. Demon Hunters, though, are a little bit different because you don't have to jump into the battle. 3K resonance on the Necro. We have 2K Resonance on the Demon Hunter. Ooh, look at this guy. Where was it? 1K Resonance on the Barb. Nice. Barb is nice, though, because you can just not die. 700 Resonance on the Necro. And then we had the 1500 Resonance on this guy down here. So overall, it's really just these top players. You know, when you have double wizard like this, it's so hard for me to enter the battle at all. I mean, you can look across the board. I mean, basically, we just had a bunch of assists. I was charging in there like a monkey. It is what it is. It's so hard to really get in the fight if you're not supporting in another way. I saw the Crusader; they were able to put up some support skills for our wizard. But overall, the legendary item is very, very interesting, I would think. The only problem is that it says knock up, but it doesn't really knock up. It knocks back. It knocks back, if anyone saw that. I think this is a very, very powerful legendary item overall. But the problem is that with this item, because it is sort of the kind of delays you when you land, you can see that it kind of delays you versus if we just don't have this legendary item, if I swap it out, you're much quicker and much more mobile as the monk. If you are able to survive longer than a couple of seconds, you could see in that battle, I was charging in to land my Mystic Strike, but then I would immediately get Black Hold, or I would just get hit by, you know, a bunch of wizard beams that I couldn't see, and it was just kind of over for me. There wasn't much I can do about that. Versus like this, you can see I can instantly proc all three of them, and I can really move around the fight a lot and just be disruptive. I'm not sure. I'm not low resonance by any means, but when I'm compared to like 6K, 4K resonance players, especially when you're considering like wizards, it's hard to play the game as a melee class unless you're supporting in some way, or you're a barb where you're immune to damage. So I'm not sure. I think that the strength of the monk is going to be that extremely mobile, hard to kind of target. So Mystic Strike here with this modification, I could see it being very, very good in some scenarios, and then I can also see it being very, very awkward in other scenarios. When in a situation like we just fought with double wizard above like 4K, well, 4K and 6K, I'm literally getting killed in a second and a half by beams. And so charging in like this, I can't even get a full combo off. I can't even charge in to get my inner sank off. I do want to replace Imprison Fist, so that might be another modification. But overall, I do think that the legendary is very, very good. I just think that it requires some more nuance there. But along with all the other ones in the wizards or in the monks category, kind of the new ones, the CC ones, you'll find that, well, they're all PvP focused, so it's kind of hard to test it outside of PvP. In my opinion, I did see a monk. I tested a couple matches. I did see a monk in a previous match really, really just being monstrous because they have 160k HP, which is 60k more than myself, even more than that. And when you have 160k HP and your Shield of Zen is much bigger and you have way more tankiness because of all your substats or your attribute additional stats, you can really take advantage of this. So definitely some viability for this legendary item. And that's my showcase. Some of you might be like, well, you just kind of entered that match. And I would say that, I kind of did, but I still think I was decently useful just by disrupting. That's all my goal. I didn't care about dying. Just want to charge in there and see what we can do with Mystic Strike. So there you go. I'm interested in testing out a couple more. I'm not sure if I'll make any videos on them, to be honest. I really want to swap to a ranged class. I'm kind of over melee classes now after going from Barb to Monk, after Wizard and Necro. I really enjoyed Wizard, and Necro just wasn't my playstyle. And then Barb and Monk has been hard to play because of just the ranged versus melee kind of power difference, especially considering Wizards got way better after the changes. So definitely want to swap to DH and see what I can do with that. So that's will be my next video, upcoming probably. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next video.